Hello students, welcome to Narayan PU College online classes. So next one we are discussing about chemical reactions of alkyl halides, and the next one is reaction with potassium cyanide. Clear? So what you will get? When alkyl halides reacted with potassium cyanide in presence of ethanol. Ethanol is a solvent. I already said commonly used solvent for the alkyl halides. Yeah. So what the compound you will get? You will get the compound here is KCN. Means you will get the compound is KX will be removed and you will get the compound RCN plus KX. This is alkyl cyanides. Clear? So this is the compound. You will get the when alkyl halides reacted with the potassium cyanide and the presence of ethanol solvents and produces alkyl cyanide. This reaction means this is cyanides will be produced in during this reaction. Clear? So if you take the same compound means another reaction with AgCN. Reaction with what it is? AgCN. Next reaction with AgCN. Same in this one. Alkyl halides treated with AgCN in presence of ethanol. Then you will get the compound is NC. Alkyl isocyanides you will get plus KX. Clear? Here cyanides. Here isocyanides. What you will get compound here? Isocyanides. Clear? See here. What is the difference? And you see, if you treated this one alkyl halide with the KCN, you will get the alkyl cyanides, and treated with the AgCN, you will get the alkyl isocyanides or carbyl amines. Also, we will call isocyanides can also be called as carbyl amines. Clear? Now, what is the reason for forming alkyl cyanides with the KCN? Isocyanides with the AgCN. Clear? If you see potassium cyanide, it is a predominantly ionic compound. It is a predominantly which compound here? Ionic compound. When dissolved in the solution, and KCN will be dissociated into K++ Cn minus. Clear? Now, this is the nucleophile here. And if you see nucleophile in this case, nucleophile, what is the nucleophile here? Cn minus. But here we have two nucleophilic centers in this nucleophile. One is C minus, and you know nitrogen. Nitrogen is having the lone pair of electrons. Means you know, and both the atoms are nucleophilic centers, and this type of nucleophile we will call as ambident nucleophiles. What we will, it is ambident nucleophiles. What are the ambident nucleophiles? The nucleophile with two nucleophilic centers, or nucleophile with more than one nucleophilic centers is called as a ambident nucleophiles. According to the NCERT textbook definition, the nucleophile with two nucleophilic centers called as ambident nucleophile. Okay? But you see, when it is reacted with the alkyl halides, so we have the two possibilities here, and the first one is C here. If cyanide C triple bond N, and another one is C and a triple bond N here. Means, and this is act as a nucleophile, carbon is act as a nucleophile, then you will get the compound is RC triple bond N. Means R means what? Alkyl. Alkyl means what? Carbon. You will get the carbon-carbon bond here. And suppose if nitrogen is act as a nucleophile, then what the compound you will get? R, N, triple bond, C minus and plus. Which bond formation takes place here? CN bond formation takes place. But what we are getting to the potassium cyanide, we are getting alkyl cyanides only. But here, if it is nitrogen is act as a, means nitrogen, it donates lone pair electrons to carbon, then you should get the isocyanide here. But you are not getting isocyanide. Why? Because means in this case, carbon-carbon bond formation takes place. Here, carbon-nitrogen bond formation takes place. Which bond is more stable? Carbon-carbon bond is, it is more stable compared to the carbon-nitrogen bond. So that's why, and here alkyl cyanides are formed during this reaction. With the alkyl halide treated with the KCN, what you will get here? Alkyl cyanides. And here, because carbon-carbon bond takes place when carbon donates lone pair of electrons. When nitrogen donates the lone pair of electrons, CN bond formation takes place. Which one is strong here? CC bond compared to the CN. So that's why alkyl cyanides are major product in this reaction. Clear? But AgCN, if you take the AgCN reaction with the AgCN and RX and AgCN. AgCN is, I already mentioned, KCN is predominantly which compound? Ionic compound. So that's why it is converted into K plus and Cn minus ion. But AgCN is a covalent compound. It is a which compound? Covalent compound. So AgCN is a covalent compound. So that's why dissociation of this AgCN into Ag plus and Cn minus will not take place easily. Clear? So what happens here? And Rx and here AgCN. So it is a covalent. Before it is converted into C plus, Ag plus and C minus, and here nitrogen is having lone pair of electrons. It is a covalent compound. Easily it won't be converted into ions. So that's why what it will do, in the meantime, nitrogen donates its lone pair of electrons to R and making bond, and X minus will be removed. Then what the compound you will get? You will get the compound is, you see here, R, and to the R, which one is added? Nitrogen. Nitrogen is giving electrons, means it is losing electron, positive charge, and you will get the carbon, and here Ag. Plus what removed here? X minus removed. So that's why X minus and combined with the Ag plus, because here it is Ag plus, then this bond electrons will move towards the carbon. Then what the compound you will get? R, N plus and triple bond C minus plus and AgX. Clear? This is Ag, and X minus. Here Ag plus and C minus is the bond break. So that's why you will get the compound is here. So which one is added to the carbon here? Nitrogen. This we will call as isocyanides. Clear? So that is the reason why with the potassium cyanide you will get the alkyl cyanide, with the AgCN you will get the isocyanides. Clear? One simple point here, because KCN is a ionic compound, AgCN is a covalent compound. So that's why KCN is converted into K plus and Cn minus. But Cn minus here, nucleophile is a Cn minus. But here two nucleophilic centers are there in this Cn nucleophile. So, and suppose if it is act as a nucleophilic center, then bond formation takes place, CC bond formation takes, R means what? Alkyl. Alkyl means what? Carbon only. CC bond formation takes place. If N is act as a nucleophilic center, then Rn bond will, means Cn bond takes place. But CC bond is more stable than the Cn bond. So that's why alkyl cyanides are products here. But in this case, isocyanide. Isocyanides means with the AgCN, AgCN is a covalent compound. So that's why it cannot be easily dissociated into ions. Clear? It will take time. In the meantime, nitrogen donates electrons to alkyl group. So that's why, and it is making a bond with the R. So that's why it will be removed as a X minus. X minus will take the Ag plus. So carbon is gaining electron, Ag is losing electron. So that's why Ag plus and X minus, AgX, R and C. This is isocyanates. So this is the reaction between the KCN and AgCN. Very, very important with the KCN cyanides, with the AgCN isocyanates. Clear? So previous we have discussed with the reaction with the KCN and AgCN, and here these cyanide compounds are very important compounds because these cyanides compounds are used to prepare many other organic compounds. Clear? So what is that one? And suppose if you take the cyanides, cyanide R triple bond CN, this is cyanide. When you hydrolyze this compound, complete hydrolysis, what it is? Complete hydrolysis. Then cyanides are converted into acids. Cyanides are converted into what it is? Acids plus NH3. This is very important. Most of the time we will use cyanides hydrolysis. What the product? Acids. Clear? If you do the partial hydrolysis, what it is here? Partial hydrolysis. Partial hydrolysis. Complete hydrolysis, acids. Partial hydrolysis, amides. RCONH2. This is RNH2. Clear? Simple this is. If you add another water molecule, then it is a complete hydrolysis. See, break this bond. Water means what you can put H and here OH. Then what the compound you will get? You will get the ROOH plus NH3. Means partial hydrolysis means amides. These are what it is? Acids. These are acids. These are what it is? Amides. Means partial hydrolysis, amides. Further hydrolysis, that we will call as a complete. Complete means what you will get? You will get the ROOH plus NH3. Clear? So that is how to write the product here. So that is NH2, and here what we will call this is amide. And the reduction, if you do the reduction, cyanides reduction and produces primary amines. Reduction with, this is sodium and ethanol. Sodium and ethanol, and it produces nascent hydrogens, and these hydrogens will be added at the double bonded carbon. Then you will get the compound is RCH2. Two hydrogens will be added, one bond breaks, CH and NH. Another bond breaks and another H and H. CH2 NH2. This we will call as a primary amine. This reaction is very, very, very important. This reaction we will call as Mendeus reaction. So this is asked in the recently IIT mains examination. Clear? So cyanides reduction with the sodium in alcohol produces primary amides is called as a Mendeus reaction, or Mendeus reduction also can be called. Clear? And in the same way, this is cyanide. If you take the isocyanide, isocyanide means what is the formula? NC. NC, if you do the reduction, if you do the what it is? Reduction, you will get the secondary amines. This is what it is? Secondary amines. Cyanides reduction, you will get the primary amines, and isocyanide reduction, you will get the secondary amines. Clear? So these are important conversions which we will use in the organic chemistry. Cyanide complete hydrolysis, acid, and partial hydrolysis, amide, and reduction with specifically with the sodium and ethanol, we will get the primary amines called as a Mendeus, and isocyanide reduction you will get the secondary amine. So many reducing agents you can use here. Sodium and ethanol also you can use, or you can use the lithium aluminum hydride also. These all are reducing agents.